Hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Listen, y'all. Woo wee. So yeah, it went down today, y'all. And this time, you know what? Listen, one thing about Philip, he ain't nothing like Chris. Philip will actually come on and try and tell his side of the story. We still haven't heard shit from Chris and ain't gonna hear nothing from him at all. My bad, y'all. Listen. All right, so you know what? Listen. Jasmine went live, and this was without Philip, right? She went live and she wanted to get some things off of her chest. I guess, her and Philip was going back and forth text messaging. So she went ahead and decided to go live. And she was like, you know what? I'm getting sick and tired of people trying to control me. And then she tried to give us the scenario on what it is. And then Philip hopped up in the chat, right? He was chatting and stuff like that. And the people was like, Philip, why don't you just come on to the live? Why don't you just come on, right? And, I guess Jasmine couldn't, bring him up. So she had to end that live and start a whole new one. So moral of the story is this, right? We're going to get straight into it. Moral of the story is this. Jasmine and Philip, the twins' birthday is coming up. They wanted to combine to go, bring, split the birthday party between the two of them and have the birthday party together, right? Got it? So Philip tells Jasmine that she cannot record at the party. She can't record because, everybody knows Jasmine does YouTube or whatever. So Philip told Jasmine that she cannot record. And then so Jasmine gets upset because she's like, this is what I do for a living. This is how I make my money. I have to record at this birthday party. And you know what? And then Philip was like, no, because some people they just don't feel comfortable with you recording it and then posting it on YouTube. Don't record at the party. So I guess Jasmine got pissed off and she was yelling on the phone at Philip. And Philip was like, and then Philip turned around and said, okay, well, you can record, well, just don't post it on social media. Don't post it on social media. Jasmine was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to record. This is my kid's birthday party, and that's just what it is, right? And I'm going to post it because this is what I do. So then Philip was like, okay, well then, you know what? You don't have to come. We could just do it separately. Jasmine, she does not want to do the party separately. You want to know why? Because the majority of the party is Philip's side of the family. All the little kids, his mom, his sisters, their kid, everybody. So, the majority of the party will be his side of the family. And we don't know if Keyshawn and his girlfriend may pop up. My dude, she's not feeling good. She was supposed to have surgery, but she did not have surgery. So, I mean, that's how that goes. She may not come. So it would just only be Keyshawn from Jasmine's side of the family, in which I'm confused. Like, bro, you don't have cousins? Everybody has cousins. You don't have cousins? I mean, goodness gracious, like, I'm like baffled, like, girl. I mean, I don't get these YouTube moms, they like isolate their kids from the rest of their family. Like, they don't talk to no family. Jasmine, Nika, Liv, they don't talk to no family. They don't talk to cousins who have kids and stuff and everybody get together. They don't go to the backyard barbecues. They don't do anything, right? So, Jasmine, she does not want to have separate parties. Don't want to do it at all. She feels, these are her kids. She should be allowed to film. And she's saying, you know what? Listen, I'll just film the kids. I'll only film the kids. Nobody else will be in the picture. If I catch anybody in the picture, then I will, blur them out or try to edit them out. But we all know, listen. When it comes to this, Jasmine is not willing to budge. Philip's not willing to budge. The only thing, resolution for this type of, for this, whatever, the only type of resolution for this problem would be for them to, have their own separate parties, right? And now that does not mean, Jasmine throw a big party, Philip throw a big party. Because, like I said before, the majority of the people who will be coming to the party will be Philip's side of the family. So Philip when he have the twins or whatever, he could throw a birthday party for them. Okay, yeah, everybody's there. They hang out with their cousins, whatever. And then when Jasmine, when the twins come back to Jasmine, she can do it the weekend, the next day, however the fuck she gonna do it, right? When the twins come back to Jasmine, then she'll just, throw a little, just have like a little thing, like, take the kids skating or, a trampoline place. I don't know, whatever she wants to do, which will be fucking even cheaper than going half with Philip on his big birthday party, right? Because it's only going to be her and the kids and maybe Keyshawn. And he doesn't have any kids, so he gonna be sitting there looking stupid. So, and then, Mom Dukes, like I said before, she's questionable. She may not show up. So, I mean, if you have to do it that way, then Jasmine, do it that way. They already had a party, so you don't need to throw them a second party. So why don't you just do something small with them? Sing happy, cake and ice cream when you get home. And that's that. Leave it at that. Like, I don't know why she's so adamant with, and you know what, listen, I'm not trying to say that I side with Philip, but I can see, where he's coming from, right? Jasmine does not have to film the party. She does. She can film it, but not post it on social media. She can do that. Jasmine just wants to be difficult. I think that it's this misplaced anger, right? She has so much anger built up for Chris, and that she's taking it out on Philip. Like, come on now, stop it. Girl, you can this one fucking video is not gonna give you what $10,000, girl. It's not about to do that. It's not going to do that. So, you can, hello, don't record. It's not that hard to do. But then you guys, as we started to, watch the video of, now it's Jasmine and Philip on the live, and now we buckle down to the real reason, right? Jasmine says it's because of Hannah. I don't know where down the road, it was like a few months ago, her and Hannah got into it, they got into it basically. So they're not on the best of terms right now. And Jasmine thinks that Hannah is the one who said, who told Philip, to tell Jasmine not to post it on social media. That's what Jasmine believes, right? But do you blame her, right? I can guarantee, if you were to go and ask everybody who was coming to the birthday party, do you want Jasmine to record, and you end up being on, you may end up being on YouTube, you may not. It just all depends on how, the angles are. Would you want that? Do you want her to, upload it onto YouTube? I can guarantee that all of them will say no, they don't want it on YouTube. You want to know why? Because Jasmine, she gets ethered out here. Hannah, y'all remember that tutu video of Hannah on Kaylin's birthday? Oh my goodness. The YouTube drug her. All right, all the way down the street, over the bridge, to the corner store, all the way down there to Sumter, where Nika stay at, to the Dollar Tree. I mean, they dragged her ass. Hannah, man, she had all types of nicknames, Next, Rose, Michelin Man. I mean, you know what, you can name it. She was every nickname in the book. All right, and this is what happens when people associate themselves with Jasmine. If you don't come on here looking, spot on, presentable, you're going to get dragged. And these people, they don't want that. They don't want to be associated with Jasmine's brand because her brand is bad. Jasmine gets dragged out here. Jasmine only wants to film it because, we're going to this nice place and I could go ahead and film it and stuff like that. And, I just want to show everybody, what I did, because they be always talking about I don't be doing nothing for my kids. But, I'm just going to tell them that I've been saving up for this party. Like, that's why she wants to do it. And also, because you know what? Then Jasmine said, we always did parties together. Don't be letting that bitch decide anything. Y'all, she called Hannah out of her fucking name. It was the disrespect for me. right? She called Hannah a bitch. She was like, don't be letting that bitch just come up in here and tell us what to do. She ain't, she's only your girlfriend. These are not her kids, or blah, blah, blah. Now, Jasmine, since you want to open up that door, we're going to go ahead and speak on that. Jasmine said that they always, did birthday parties together. Philip had to bust her out. Was like, no, we never did birthday parties together. Stop capping. Stop lying. Right? Now, when Philip was with Jasmine, not Philip, when Chris was with Jasmine, did we see Philip go to any birthday parties that Jasmine had when she was with Chris? No. Did she want to go half and half with a birthday party with him? No. You want to know why? Because Chris wasn't having it. Jasmine, you allowed your man, who's your boyfriend, dictate what the fuck you do with your kid's father. That's why. So now since you're done with Chris and he's not even talking to you, now you want to have all of a sudden have a problem with Hannah stepping up, just saying that she doesn't want to be on social media. She doesn't, they don't feel comfortable with you posting anything on social media. Now you got a problem. But when, Chris was around here dictating stuff, and, now we know that Chris and Philip's mom was not getting along. So, so that's how that went. Them two weren't getting along. I wonder why. Chris don't get along with nobody. And, and Jasmine, she ain't see no problem with that. Didn't see no problem with that. And then so it was a birthday party that was had, right? And, between Chris and, Philip's mom. Now, Philip was telling Jasmine, like, that dude, he ain't your husband, so you don't need to, you don't need to listen to what he say or whatever. And so I guess, Philip did, Chris didn't want the mom to be a part of it or something like that, something to that effect. And, Jasmine abided by what her man said. Now she has a problem with Chris sticking by his girlfriend. Now it's a problem, but it wasn't a problem when she was sucking up and, kissing Chris's ass like they've been together for years, like they're fucking married. Oh, now it's a problem, but it wasn't a problem then. Like I said, it's this misplaced anger. Jasmine, she can't talk to Chris. Jasmine, how come you don't have this same energy for Chris? Come on here with the same energy for Chris that you got for Philip. You would never be on the phone hollering and screaming at Chris. Did you holler and scream at him that one time when he fucking called you? At the end of January, when he told you he was going to come pick up Legend and he was going to take him shoe shopping and he was going to give you some money and get his hair cut and stuff like that? Oh, you didn't have that same type of energy when Chris called you after he left you high and dry, had you on here begging the people for money. So don't come for Philip like that. Have the same energy for everybody. The fuck? The same way that you're on this internet trying to, blast Hannah and Philip. Bitch, I want to see you come on here and blast Chris. This is what we really want to see. Come on here and call Chris out. Tell Chris how you really feel so you can stop misplacing this anger on everybody else. Because that's what you're doing. Really, come on. Like, wake up. Wake up. So, you know what? I'm about to go ahead and show y'all this clip because, you know what? I found this very interesting that Jasmine would go ahead and say this. And, it's something that everybody been thinking about. So let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. I don't think, is she live? Okay. I don't know if she's still live or not. But I stopped it right here at this part, right? So let's go ahead and listen to this real quick.
Well, I'm gonna let you talk because they asked about the child support. That's why I said that. I lowered child support because Philip started. When he got out, he started doing more for the kids. That's why I lowered it. Right, Philip? So am I lying?
Am I tripping or do she just talk a lot? Are you gonna let me say something?
Philip, but am I lying? Am I lying? So I didn't lower it because you was doing more yeah.
Nigga, you lowered it because I'm the best fucking baby daddy that you got. Nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, what the
so fuck? If you're the best, then why can't you get the kids during the week? Don't play with me, Philip. Don't.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Since you the best, how come you can't get your kids throughout the week? Jasmine been trying to get rid of these the four David's kids. She already been trying to get rid of them. She's been wanting him to take more control. She will rather have the kids on the weekends and Philip and Hannah have them throughout the week. That's what she will rather do. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna say this. You know what? Jasmine is trash. She's trash. You know, and Philip's response to that was, he said something to the effect of, "Oh, go ahead and say what you was gonna say, because I could go ahead and not just do nothing. I could just not go ahead and I could just not do nothing." Which, Philip, these are your kids. I mean, what? You don't do anything, then boot, you'll be back on child support. And the simple fact is this: Jasmine has not spoken to Chris in how long? 2 months. Chris has not even sent a hello. He hasn't sent $1. He hasn't swung the block and left the dollar on the porch under the mat. He hasn't done a damn thing. So, when are you going to hold Chris responsible the same way that you're trying to hold Philip responsible? All right? How about you get on Chris about keeping Legend Monday through Friday and you keep him on the weekends? How about that? Because if Philip was to take the kids Monday through Friday, bitch, you would be on child support. See, that's the thing with Jasmine. She tried to get in these slick comments because what she thought he was going to say was, okay, well then we could go ahead and get that settled right now. I could go ahead and keep them throughout the week. That was the reaction that she was wanting to get. She says that a lot. And you know what Philip says? She says that a lot. That why don't you, if you such a good dad, why don't you get them throughout the week? Bitch, why the fuck you keep on trying to give away your damn kids? Whenever he gets them on the weekends, he gets some spring break, he probably gonna have more than likely have a majority of this summer break, get some Christmas break. Like I said, I don't know if I said the weekends, get some on the weekends. They go to school from your house, Jasmine. Why would somebody want? Now listen, I don't know how far away Philip lives from Jasmine or whatnot, or if there would be a bus that would be able to come to his house, because buses that they don't go super far out for no kids, so I don't know, the proximity where everybody lives at and how close to the school everybody is, you know what I'm saying? So they already have friends at this school, Jasmine. What you want? You want them to, switch to a school closer by Philip and then bus to that school? So the school that these kids been going to for the past 2 years, the friends that they have made, the connections that they have made with these teachers are comfortable at this school. You want them to uproot and move in with Philip Monday through Friday and possibly be changed to another school, all because your lazy ass wants to be by yourself with that little boy, hoping and praying that this is what will get Chris to come back. Jasmine, you know what? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Because, I don't know what part she doesn't understand, and this is the problem that we keep having with Jasmine. And this is why we have, cousins, sisters, moms, grandmas, aunties. This is why us ladies have this on the outside. Like, I don't get it. None of these ladies on YouTube, these YouTube moms that we cover, they don't have, the sisters, the cousins, the aunties, the grandmas, the moms. They don't have none of that. What the hell? Like, really? And I know not everybody has that type of, family that you can like talk to, and everybody, because everybody in the family got their own problems, they got their own scenarios, and everybody talk to everybody, you talk to everybody about it or whatever. But it's a simple fact, and people try to give you advice as well. You could take the advice or not, but they still want to try to give you advice and try to better yourself, right? So it's the simple fact is that Jasmine just doesn't see it. Jasmine, and because she's going out here, she's trying to lose weight, trying to get a butt, keep on showing her bending over, she's trying to catch all the wrong attention, talking about OnlyFans, all this crap, just because she thinks that it will get Chris to come back. Jasmine, it has nothing to do with you. You're not the reason why he left. It's everything to do with him. So no matter what you do, you can go bleach your skin until you're light skin. You could go get hair implants to make your hair longer. You could go get a nose job, a boob job, a BBL. You could lose 100 pounds. Jasmine, he's still not going to come back to you. This is him, his MO. This is what he does. What don't you understand? It has nothing to do with you. This is him. So no matter whatever you're trying to change, the attention that you're trying to grasp from this dude, he's not coming back to you. And the only way that he'll come back to you, Jasmine, is if he needs a place to stay, because he knows your doors will always be open. That's it. That's it. So come on here, and I want to hear you sound off on on Chris, like you're doing Philip. I want to see you direct all this anger, because it's all this anger, you want to direct it towards Chris, but you're not able to. So you come on YouTube and do that, because you're still steady trying to defend this loser who left you and his son. He didn't care if you was to get evicted. He still wouldn't pick up the phone. He still wouldn't answer that email. He don't care. Jasmine probably was reaching out to, Chris's family members on Facebook, trying to talk to him like, listen, I'm Jasmine. You may not know me, but I'm Chris's baby mom. Can you please get in contact with him and, let him know that, Legend, his son, misses him very much. He's only 2 years old and he keeps crying for him and everything. And the family member is like, huh? Who this? And you the topic at the next family function. Like, tell me why some girl named Jasmine, Chris's baby mom, she claimed to be Chris's baby mom, had called, had wrote me on Facebook, pleading, talking about you ain't taking care of your kid, Chris, what's going on? Like, girl, you're the topic of the next family function. Now, you know what? Family, they can talk to him and be like, listen, you got to step up. You got a son. He's 2 years old. You need to be a part of his life. But it's up to Philip to do so. Up to Chris to want to do so. Chris don't want to. Hello, this is his MO. He had 3 other kids prior to Legend. Did he, what time is he spending with those 3? I'm not talking about talking on the phone. What time is he spending with those 3? He has the daughter that he hasn't seen in how long? Years upon years. The twins barely talk to them every once in a while. Don't pick them up. Don't do nothing. It's like, oh my goodness, this dude go impregnates women and then up and leaves and acts like and go start a new life with somebody else. Like, he like, once I get with somebody else, everybody from the past is erased. And that's it. Y'all listen. And more of the story is you have separate parties. That's how you solve this problem. Jasmine, you don't want to compromise and not film? Have separate parties. Because if Jasmine was to say that she's not going to post it on YouTube, they're not going to believe her. They're not going to trust her, because we all know how Jasmine is. She does everything for YouTube. All right? Nobody's going to believe her. Nobody's going to trust her. So have separate parties and go about your way. Don't use this as an excuse, talking about, well, nobody's going to be there. Well, Jasmine, you don't have to do nothing big, because Philip's already doing something big with his family and the kids. So you don't have to do nothing big. They already had the big birthday party. So you could do something small. And what? It's only going to be you and your kids anyways. Do something small. Skating, trampoline park. Go somewhere where they haven't been before. Take them there. At the end of the day, it's stupid and it's pointless. And, I know if I just put myself in the shoes of, the people that are going to be there. And if I knew that, one of my family members or even if they were one of my family members, if they were coming and they get so much hate and stuff on YouTube, and anybody associated with them gets a lot of hate and they get dragged through the mud too, I wouldn't want her to film me either. I wouldn't want her to do it. Shit, what? What? You ain't got to film everything. It's not like you're about to get $20,000 off this video, Jasmine. You're not going to get $20,000 off of just posting the twins' birthday. Get it together. You know what? At the end of this day, this trash hoe, she wants, and I'm not standing up for Philip. I'm the person who's reasonable. Philip what he said at the end in regards to, Jasmine saying, well, if you was a good dad, then you would have them throughout the week or whatever. And then he said, well, I must just stop doing everything since you want to go ahead and say this and stuff like that because you always talking like that. These are your kids, Philip. You're supposed to do stuff. You're supposed to help. These are your kids. Are you not supposed to get them on the weekends? Are you not supposed to spend time with them? Okay, we know some fathers don't. Hint, hint, Chris. But these are your kids. So you do right by your kids and you get them on the days that you're supposed to have them. And that's that. Until you're able to have them on more days, okay, then do that. But, it's the fact that Jasmine keeps on trying to, get rid of those 4 kids for me. And she don't know that, we picking up on it. And then it's the stupid people in the live comments saying dumb stuff, like amping this bitch up. She's wrong, period. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. You don't like what somebody else has to say. If they tell you not to record, if people don't feel comfortable with you recording it and posting it on social media, Jasmine, how hard is that to do? How hard is it not to record for one damn day? It's not hard to do. Goodness, I can't. Y'all listen. That's it for me. Go ahead and like this video, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe. Okay, we're almost to 4,000 people. I think I only needed one more subscriber. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, or it's just gonna be me and you. I will come see you. All right, you guys, talk to you later. Peace.